Hello, my name is Mordred Viking, and I'd like to welcome you to episode 13 of this Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4. This is, of course, Novus Imperium Romanum. In the previous episode, our march through the Soviet Union continued in earnest, and in fact included the fall of Moscow. It is now ours. Meanwhile, on the other front, well, not actually our front, but just of interest, is Germany has finally broken through Maginot and is taking down the French. Although somehow Belgium and the Netherlands are remaining pretty strong up here, actually. It's kind of surprising, like France fell before these two. What else is happening throughout the world? Oh yes, of course, Japan declared war on the Netherlands and the UK as well. Who's fighting down here, and why am I seeing this? Don't know. Philippines, are you or Japan? Yes, you are. Wait, is Japan in the Axis now? No, they just have a non-aggression, but they're not actually in the Axis. Okay. So yeah, Japan did take China and created the East Asia trading thing. I forget what it's called. And they are now heading south. Anyway, that is not the important front. This is the important front. So the Soviets are on the verge of capitulation. We just need to take like one more major town. Probably. There's one there, there's one there. Or just straight up territory. I'm tempted to send these guys just to the right because they have no divisions here. You know what? We're going to do that. Whoops. Okay, some more resources. Marvellous. Do we need to continue researching this? Probably. Oh yeah, that's given us a big surplus. So yes, I think we'll continue doing that. Just because it makes us less and less reliant on other people. Oh, we're producing a massive surplus of oil now. Don't need to import any of that. Tungsten we still need to. So yes, I think we will continue researching resource extraction, except if there is other things we desperately need, like, you know, weapons 3. You may as well go here. You may as well go here. And you, when you arrive, may as well go here. Marvellous. Okay, good pushes going along there, and along there, and up here. Yeah, I think so. Base is on low supply. Oh, supply, there's supply. Okay, so we're struggling to get equipment into here. Just because the infrastructure level there is pathetic. No worries. We just use less troops there, I guess. How is our supply of SPs and mediums? We've actually started building them, haven't we? Yes, we have. Excellent. We do have a bunch more Alpine troops on the way. Did we ever research Marines? No. Alright, that is something else we need to do. Plus 42 means that we can get the next level of Alpine as well. Which means even better Alpine troops. They might start off relatively weak, but as the game goes on they get stronger and stronger in comparison to infantry. Which is lovely. Right, we need to have you guys pushing in, because seriously. This is a front that we can do without, and then we can reposition those troops. There we go. Loads more men available. Now you can really start pushing. Marvellous. Meanwhile, Soviets. 4% left. This war is almost over. And we're almost out of manpower, so when this war finishes that'll be a good thing. Although we do only get 0.079% of eligible non-core population, which is what the Soviets would be. So we shall see what happens there. Although, something I've never done is managing occupied territories. Here we go. Soviet Union. Local manpower. We want gentlest because we want the manpower. Although factories would be nice too, but I don't think you have an occupation cost. No, you don't. On countries you have actually fully taken. Which the Soviets will be. We will take the entirety of the Soviet Union when this is over. And suddenly the Roman Empire will be far larger than it actually ever historically was. Ever. Oh, the Soviets lost 17 subs. Nice one, guys. Nice one. Oh yeah, France is in real trouble now. Which is a good thing and it's a bad thing. Kind of we want status quo over here. Otherwise the Germans will be too powerful and then they'll turn on us. And that'll be a very big front to fight on. But I think we'll be going for Bulgaria and Turkey first. We can actually hit Turkey from 2 fronts now, which is lovely. But that will almost certainly draw us into war against the Allies. At which point, the number of wars we are fighting will explode. But we will also have a lot more manpower and resources at our disposal to deal with them. What are the tanks doing? Have you reached your objective? No, not quite. You are still pushing very, very hard. Marvellous. Meanwhile, over here, push. By all means, gentlemen, push. We have a lot of men moving around. Confusing matters a little bit, I think. I think we can probably do with expanding the yellow line once again. This one is stretching rather a long way. We'll stretch you to here. Stretch you to here. Go. Although the yellows could definitely use some more troops in there. Come on. 2%. So close. Naval combat. What are we fighting? Convoys. Marvellous. We're definitely starving the Soviets of material. Although, where exactly are they sending it? Their only ports are up here and Vladivostok over here. In fact, Vladivostok is now their capital. Crikey. We've taken all of their big cities over here. That's lovely. A friend of mine at university was actually from Vladivostok. It was quite funny because he said he used to fly out to Beijing because it was closer than flying all the way to Moscow. It's like a 12-hour flight or something mental like that. They would go to China for holidays and things because it's just across the border from them. It's just kind of mind-warping. That is how big Russia is. Okay, so the Soviet Union has indeed capitulated. Benito Mussolini has announced that the cowardly Soviet nation could no longer withstand the pressure from our overwhelming presence of Italian forces throughout the country. The Soviet government chose to flee the country and has gone into exile. The main forces are capitulated and Italy is now in control of their home area. Though the war against what remains of the Comintern continues elsewhere, this is a great victory for Italy. So yes, I think I do need to take Mongolia out. Yep, the Soviets are gone. Mongolia is next. Right, tanks. You've got a long way to go, buddy. Off you go. Meanwhile, the rest of our forces, I think, we can basically start preparing for the next offensive. So we're going to send our Alpine troops over here, obviously. And we're going to make it only Alpine for this leg. So you lot can join that. The Alpine troops we have over here. They still didn't get very much experience. They're still lagging behind quite heavily. Right, who are the least experienced? You. 2, 3, 4. Go in there. Alright, so Alpine troops forming up here. All 24 of you. Infantry divisions. I think we can get you to form up over here. And then the central command, I think we're going to use to garrison. Oh, for Pete's sake, not that, obviously. You guys can garrison the homelands, where we are most likely to get naval invaded. And one really cool thing that's going to be coming in the upcoming patch, by the way, is you can actually determine in the garrison thing, there will basically be a list of icons here saying, what exactly do you want to garrison? You can select garrison just the coastline or just the ports or something like that. So garrisoning this hinterland area, you wouldn't need to. You just garrison the coastline, in particular the ports, if you are particularly short of troops. So we're just going to fortify all of this. And that should do. Because we will control the Black Sea, so they can't get through there. And there's the fall of Paris as well. Oh, so, okay, because Mongolia was a puppet, they just fall. And the fall of Paris. French Republic has also capitulated. Wow, the Soviets and the French in like the same week. So Soviet Union, I'm going to take the whole lot. This might take a minute. Beautiful. And turn. Done. Really? That did not give me any more manpower? None. Zero. Zilch. Well, that's a problem, considering how big Italy now is. Well, I guess I could make them into a puppet and then feed them resources, but where's the fun in that? Like, no, the goal here was conquest. And so we shall conquer. We have 205 factories available now. Marvellous. Aircraft. We desperately need more aircraft. Look at all those resources. Lovely! Yeah, aircraft, without a doubt. Oh, we need more motorized, so we'll bump up a bunch of that. And then load more Fighter 2 so we can at least take control of the skies. Oh, and a load of repairs need to be done as well. Actually, those motorized. Let's bump you forwards a bit. To here. Marvellous. Alright, so we should have plenty of those materials. Artillery is actually almost caught up. We're producing a boatload of guns, and in fact, we're very close there. We still have some more military factories. Alright, let's get another. We could start getting some close air support too. So you know what? We'll do that. Seeing as I researched them anyway. And then ships. We're producing light cruisers and battleships. I think I would like some destroyers. Right, what's the difference? 2056, 2050. So the Melstrale are better. Production cost 900, 900. 3.5, 11, 310. Yeah, these are a lot better. Okay, cool. We'll need to buy in some rubber, but we can basically halt all of the rest of our imports now. Especially as France doesn't exist, this is a good thing. Oh no, I can't quite halt my tungsten imports. Chromium, we're producing billions. Rubber's the only thing that we really lack. Okay. No, I don't want to join your faction. Italy is now bigger than Germany. Ha! Submarine efforts completed. Excellent. I'm going to not work on one of these for a short while. We could get claims on Turkey. And the reason for that is that I want to build up my political power so we can get the next manpower level. Because it looks like we're going to need it. Even though we have 247.5 million eligible non-core population, we still only get 0.0979% of them. And we have only got 500 people left to recruit. And that's probably going to disappear right now. Nope, it's actually gone up slightly. But all the same, yeah. Okay, so Mongolia is out, so tanks, you no longer need to go over there. Which means we can have you over here. We will use you assaulting from this side here. Going to there. Go. Level 5 veterans. Beautiful. So yeah, Alpine troops just do not get experience very quickly at all. Like, it's noticeable how little they've got compared to, say, these guys. And I wonder if it's because they're set to elite. And do we want to add more artillery to you? Probably not. So you? Oh yes, you, we definitely want more artillery. And you, how are you looking? You are looking like perfection. Okay. And you guys, kind of irrelevant. Oh, military police. Are we still working on that? We are. Although we don't actually need to occupy any of the Soviet Union. I mean, we might need to keep a garrison over here, especially if we go toward Japan. But they have to go such a long way before they hit anything actually relevant to our war effort that we have more than enough time to readjust our forces. So yeah, I think we're just going to wait for our troops to arrive on the borders, build up a bit of a preparation bonus, and then we'll go. So you guys, your first objective will be this. And your first objective... Why are you saying you have objectives? You don't. Will be Sophia. Third Reich destroys Maginot Line. The French Republic's vaunted line Maginot, the brainchild of former ministers André Maginot and Paul Panivier, was today almost entirely destroyed by specialist pioneers, demolition units of the German Wehrmacht. Much of the work was done using a series of timed-shaped charge explosives like those used to neutralize Fort Eben Emanuel, with the main fortified blockhouses being thrown to pieces by long-range railway artillery guns. With the destruction of the Maginot Line, the West Wall, or Siegfried Line, remains the only fortified defensive line in Western Europe. I can't believe we took down the Soviet Union on our own, without Germany. They're still kind of sinking in. Right, have our troops arrived? No. But we might as well start fabricating, I think. Sorry about the little blip here. I got a phone call and somehow the game didn't pause. The recording and everything else paused, but not the game. So we wound through to October. I've gone back to the nearest autosave, which is August. I believe the last bit would have been in May. So we've lost June, July. Oh, just June and July, that's fine. But that will mean that we've lost a little bit of technology, although not very much. And a little inefficiency with that. And political power. So let's do the political power first, because obviously we need more people. Oh, hang on. Next one is all adult serve. Eesh. Oh, we can only do it at war. Really? I mean, that is a fairly big jump in the amount of population that we can recruit. But training time, construction speed, and factory output. I have to say that these feel really harsh. Like, even a country as big as Italy has this many problems with manpower. Imagine how the smaller nations will fare. I do think that they are a bit too harsh. Look, even the UK is service by requirement. They hardly do anything with manpower. Scraping the barrel. Germany's already scraping the barrel. It's 1942. I shouldn't be getting that for another 3 years at least. Anyway. We're going to have to get all adults served, but we can't do that until we're at war. We've got research slots. I have no idea what we were researching. I have a feeling one of them was a doctrine. Yeah, certainly seems to be. So we can get advanced fire bases. All infantry plus 10 organisation. Sweet. And more org for tanks as well. And more recovery rate. Cool. And then industry. 42, we could get some more of that, or nope, still haven't finished there. Aircraft, that's 44. Artillery, oh, we're really behind on artillery, crikey. We should probably work on that. Also tanks, nope, we're still fine on tanks. Artillery is the one that we need. No. Yeah, it probably is artillery actually. More soft attack, sure. Right. Factories. What are our factories working on? Still need a few more SPs, but that's fine. Oh, we'd need to buy some more rubber as well. Speaking of rubber, I think that we can just get some more fighters. Potentially some more close air support. We'll get... I mean, we have 3 on fighters already. No, this is going to be close air support. And I realise that it's just going to be horribly inefficient right now because all those factories are dead. But they will get repaired over time. So let's make sure we buy some more rubber. From someone who's independent, preferably. Which isn't really anyone at this stage. So rubber is going to be an issue. Kind of surprised we can't buy it from Japan. Anyway, because that time has passed, we've definitely got the preparation bonuses, so we need to get these justified war goals going pronto. Alright, let those go. And this will draw us into a war against the Allies, like, for sure. Deploy, 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 deploy. E3 is still going. Oh, you need a location. Oh, right. Interesting. We can deploy anywhere because it's our territory. It's not occupied. I think we're still going to stay up here. And you guys are still getting troops. You're just out of motorized. Are we really that short on motorized? Crikey, we are. Okay, so we need more motorized. So that production of planes, I'm actually going to switch to being motorized. And then as and when those become available, we'll build them. One more. There we are. Okay. What I might do is this. Right, so we have all the motorized coming through. We've actually got over our rubber. Oh right, yeah, because we just bought a bunch more rubber. No. And we might as well start doing a naval focus once again. Maybe highways? Oh. Potentially claims on Turkey. I think we just don't need them though. Now we'll get sea wolves. Alright. Meanwhile, where's our navy? You're over there. One other thing is I would like you to detach if you need to repair. Yep, that's fine. Okay. Now we just need to wait for the fabrications to be done, which shouldn't take long because we're at 100 war tension. Military Police, Company 1. Excellent. So that is our occupation suppression units finished. Let's grab Field Hospital 3s and then Marines. We also probably want... Wait, what are these? Airship Company. What do you do? Defense and breakthrough, apparently. Which is interesting. I'll still go for the hospital, but I was thinking of getting signal companies because it means that your troops get through more quickly. But if airship companies do that, then I might actually think about them. That's a new thing from the mod, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so we have a bunch of troops that need to be assigned to armies. Including some tanks, which is amazing. No, we don't. We didn't get the tanks. Shut up, Mordred. You're talking rubbish. The Netherlands has capitulated, but Belgium has also. Okay. So Germany has basically done everything that they needed to do. What are they going to go after next? I guess they'll start planning on how to go after the UK, seeing as the Soviets aren't there. I don't think it's like the Soviets declaring on Romania. I think it's actually to get a war against the Soviet Union rather than to claim a certain territory. Expected to finish 14th of November 42. Alright, so we do have a bit of a wait before that. but honestly, that's just allowing us to stockpile men and material. So we could recruit a whole bunch more troops. Just do this. We'll have them all in training. And there we go. Now we're running short. And that's fine. We still need only 2,000 motorized. So yes, we did the right thing in going for the motorized. We are still building a whole bunch of those things. In fact, these factories I would like to be repaired more quickly. The infrastructure I don't care quite so much about because that will be going north while we'll mostly be fighting in other directions. But repairs are quick, and that will be a very easy source of more factories. And let's put the construction factories first, like so. Marvelous. We do now have 171 civilian factories. In fact, we're doing all of these repair jobs at once. I mean, admittedly, this one's a bit slow, but it's still being done. We should have a whole bunch of fighters now. Yeah, we're getting a more decent number. And we do need to upgrade our guns. I think we would like support weapons 4 because that upgrades everyone. And then we're going to start building those guns, which is in here. Like so. So all of these divisions are going to be equipped with the old stuff. I'm going to say just one round of this. Thanks. Because I doubt I'll be able to recruit this many divisions at once. How many tanks do we have? We must have a lot of those as well. Yes, we do. So I think we can add a couple more tank divisions as well. Okay. Looking good. We'll need to wait a little while for that efficiency to go up. We need a little bit more rubber. Would be nice if at times like this you could build up a little bit of a stockpile, but that is not possible. Japan's fighting Siam. Doesn't seem to be very much going on over here. Where is Germany going after? Whoops, now. No national focus. Building the Atlantic Wall. Probably wise. Looks like there's a bit of a naval invasion going on there. But they should be able to deal with that without too much problem. And yeah, our yellows are doing a pretty good job at fortifying all the major ports. Marvelous. What are you waiting for? Motorized. But you should be able to train people. Not enough equipment to train. There should be. You're only short a couple of motorized. Does that mean you have to have some motorized to even... Oh, it's manpower. Crap. Ah, that's really irritating. I was hoping that all of these would start being able to get trained. Maybe I do need the Soviets as a puppet, just so I can tap into their manpower pool. I'll just use them as expeditionary forces as I was doing with the UK. I'm going to have to do that. I'm going to have to. Alright, national focus completed. Sea Wolves. Cool. Yeah, I'm going to have to. It's the only way it's going to work. Can't believe I'm doing this. Now, I think you do release them as a puppet. I can release the Chinese Soviet Republic. How? Don't know. I did not want to use puppets, but you kind of have to. Oh, those are releasing nations rather than returning territory. I don't want to do this. But manpower is such a problem. Like, everyone else is going to be having the same issues, honestly. What are you up to? Limited. Requirement. France. Service by requirement. Spain. Requirement. Raj. Even the Raj is doing limited. None of these are... In fact, no, service by requirement is what I'm using, isn't it? Oh, yeah, Japan, you're going to be hurting. Oh, no, you're only on extensive. I think I'm going to pause here. Let me know if you think I should release the Soviet Union. And the way that this would work is I would release the Soviet Union, I would feed them all of the equipment that I have stored up and that I'm producing. They would then produce the divisions, which I would then take off of them because they're a puppet and I can demand their forces. Then I would fight with the Soviet forces as if they were Italian. Although I then have no control over what troops they're building, so we would be swamped by regular infantry stuff, probably, rather than the more elite Alpine, which is what I'm trying to go for. The alternative is having no manpower, and that is going to be a constant problem. My core population is only 45 million. That is something I'm just going to have to struggle against. Yeah. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. If you are enjoying this series, then please do hit that like button. If you have any tips or advice for me, then please do let me know in the comment. Yeah, basically already said that. If you haven't already subscribed, then please do consider doing so as well. Thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Goodbye.